Hi everybody, it's Bee here at Little Miss Bee Crafts. I hope you're all well today. I'm on for a slow Saturday again. This slow Saturday, I'm going to do a split stitch and a French knot. So I've got the little piece of square that I had last week with the circle cut out. Remember we did this one last week, and I'd cut the circle out. It's got some things from out of the book. So this blue square here is what was cut out of this one, and then I've just put another one underneath basically. They need to go on there. Okay, so first of all, the split stitch. Okay, so it's quite a simple stitch to do. Okay, so as you can see, I've already started to go round, and it's a nice outline stitch to do. Again, I'm not, like I said, I am not an embroidery. I just wanted to learn a new kind of craft, and I thought I would do some embroidery, slow stitching, whatever you want to call it. So basically what you do is you come up through your, so if you were starting, you would come up, make a stitch, okay, about the length of would you say a centimetre maybe, and I'm going around the outline of the circle here. Okay, so we're going to go down. I'm trying not to okay, so there's my stitch. I'm trying not to lose the thread on my needle because it's not got a lot of thread left on it. And then in between, so this has got about 3 threads on from the embroidery floss. Okay, it's just the post lady. You're going to come up in between the fibres. That's why it's called a split stitch. So it takes a little while just to, okay, so come up, so you're in halfway between that stitch that you did before. Okay, so again, do about a centimetre stitch. I'm trying to keep onto the outline of this circle as well. Okay, so you go one forward. I'm trying to keep it on there, and then as you can see, there are three strands of my embroidery stitch. Go halfway in between, come up halfway in between, and in between. Try and get in between those, the fibres of this stitch. There we go, split stitch. Okay, so one more. I'll try and get round to the back, the end of where I started. So again, about maybe a centimetre. So this was the end of my last one. So I'm going, like I say, about a centimetre. Totally missed the outside of the thing there. I'll just thread my needle and do that properly. Okay. It's rather easy to say that was on camera as well. Okay, so I'm trying to get onto the outside of here. Sorry, I'm probably pulling it out of camera shot. So go forward with your stitch. Just pull it through a bit because it's okay, and then go where this last stitch stopped. So halfway in between this stitch, come through your fibres, split that stitch, and there you go. Do that one more time. I don't know if I'll get to the end of this because my thread seems to be running out. Down, okay, and through. It's just a bit tricky to get through those. There we go. Go forward. through. Go forward. Come through. I'm just trying to get to the end of these. There we go. These stitches at the end are probably bigger than than the ones that I started with. Go through. And I'm just going to go back down through that stitch there. Okay. Just go through some of these stitches at the back. Go through that loop to make a slip knot. It's come off my needle now, so I'm just going to try and pull that through. Tie a knot. Got some of that off. Okay, and as you can see, it kind of makes like a well, it's called a split, but like a chain as well, doesn't it? I think it's really nice. I like that one. I do like that stitch. Okay, so that was that one. Okay, and I'll come back on with my French knot. Hi everybody, so this is my second stitch for today, and this is the French knot. Now I tried this first of all, and I had to undo it all because I had like loops showing, and it should be like a tight little knot like this. So I'm just using, I don't know if you can see these little flowers on this stem, these little kind of circles. So what you want to do is come up, and I'll show you what I was doing wrong. So you're coming up through, okay, and then it helps to, I think, put your work on the table for now. If you're learning, wrap your cotton around your needle a couple of times, okay, go back and just go back into near where you came out from, and then before you actually pull the needle through, really pull on this one here, really pull on that one so that you've got the tension, and then pull your needle through. I wasn't doing that when I first started doing it, and like I say, I had these loops, and I'm thinking, why have I got these loops? Okay, and you get a nice little knot. I mean, there is a little bit of a loop there, so let me try that one again. So you're going to come up through. It might be helpful to, you know, draw little circles. So pull up, like I said, if you then get to sometimes, so about round 2 times, as you're pulling that through. Let me do that one again because I've not got. So let me just, so pull this through, have this piece of embroidery thread in your hand here, go around maybe twice, go back down through that circle, and as you go back down, pull this tight, because then you'll get your knots tight. You won't have those bumpy things that I had. Can you see how it's a nice tight knot? This one had a little bit of has got a little bit of a loop on it. Okay, so I'll do that one more time. Where should I put that one? So it's got 3 there. Let's put one down here. I'm going to go back down here, even though there isn't a circle. So up, put your work on the table if you want to, wrap your needle around, hold this thread here, wrap your needle around again. I'm just making sure that, go back through near to where you came up, okay, and then pull this pull this so you're getting a nice tight, these knots that are going through are nice and tightly pulled, and then you won't get any of those loops like I was doing in the beginning. Okay, and there is your French knots. Okay, so I hope I've given you a tip there for a beginner. I wasn't doing that correctly. I wasn't pulling the tension, and I was getting these, like on this one, I was getting these kind of big loops, and it shouldn't look like that. It should just look like a nice, and it's nice this for a filler kind of thing. I'll do one more through that one there, needle on there. And again, this is nice. This is a decorative one, isn't it? This isn't a. These are kind of outline stitches. The split stitch, and this is for, you know, this is nice for putting into. Again, pull that tension, and then pull this through. You get your nice knots. Okay, put one over here in this circle. Hope I'm still I hope I'm still filming, everybody. Wrap it. Probably, I'm sure that people who are actually good at embroidery are looking at me thinking, gosh, she's making that look harder than it is. And I probably am. Again, pull on the tension of this thread here, not too tight, but so that the knots that are going in are tight. They're not, you know, you're not going to have those, hopefully those. There we go. Okay, so that's the split stitch and the French knots for today. I hope you've enjoyed those. Thank you for watching me today. Like I say, I'm learning, and I just want to improve and to learn a new skill. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. If you're learning, you've got, you know, you want to. I hope I've given you some tips as to why something wasn't working. Okay, thank you for listening today, and I shall see you soon. Bye.